Home Secretary L.C. Goyal's term has been cut short today, and the Finance Secretary Rajiv Mehrishi has been appointed as the new Home Secretary. We have Shagnik to discuss this with us today. Shagnik, what happened?
Well, the Prime Minister's office today issued a statement saying that Mr. Rajiv Mehrishi had been appointed the new Home Secretary, and also stating that the government had accepted the voluntary retirement request of Mr. L.C. Goyal. This came as a big surprise because Mr. Goyal had a fixed tenure of 2 years, and he had barely completed 7 months of that tenure. So it was quite a surprise. No, it wasn't on the cards, so to say.
So, what are the reasons?
Mr. Goyal has said that he cannot continue because of purely personal reasons, but the announcement comes against the backdrop of certain key issues such as the Naga peace deal, which was announced last month.
Right.
And we have learned that Mr. Goyal was quite upset that he was kept out of the loop on the finer details of the agreement. And this had supposedly caused sort of tensions with the Prime Minister's office, since Mr. R.N. Ravi, the interlocutor in the talks, was a Home Ministry appointee.
Okay.
And there is also another issue dealing with the Home Secretary's firm stand against security clearance being given to Sun Group channels and radio stations, which led to a standoff with the INB Ministry, which reverted back to the Home Ministry asking it to reconsider its stand.
Okay.
So these are some of the issues against which this announcement has come.
But this is not the first time in this government that it has happened.
That's right, Shubhaji. There are certain posts like the Home Secretary, the Defense Secretary, which have a fixed tenure of 2 years. And if I'm not mistaken, in a ministry you cover, the Foreign Ministry, there was a precedent.
Yeah. In Foreign Secretary's case, Foreign Secretary Sujata Singh, she was also supposed to retire in July this year, but in January this year, Mr. S. Jaishankar, who was then the Indian ambassador in the US in Washington DC, he was appointed, and that was also cutting short her term by 6 months. She was forced to retire, and then Mr. Jaishankar, he was appointed. In the previous government, in UPA's term, there was, I don't recall any such instance, but there was one instance where Mr. Shiv Shankar Menon, he was appointed in due course, but after Foreign Secretary Shyam Saran retired, but he had superseded about 9 or 10 officers who were senior to him. So that was a case I remember. But tell me something, I mean, with Mr. Mehrishi, he has a good track record. He comes from Rajasthan cadre.
That's right.
And he was a finance secretary, had a good career. What are as a Home Secretary, what are the challenges, what are the issues that he's going to deal with in the coming months?
Well, as Home Secretary, Mr. Mehrishi was in fact due to retire today. So as Home Secretary, he gets another fixed tenure of 2 years.
Okay.
He'll have a lot on his plate as Home Secretary, much of it relating to domestic security concerns, one of them largely being radicalization of youth who are drawn to the Islamic State.
Right.
And there are also issues such as countering left-wing extremism.
Right.
And meanwhile, he'll also have to oversee the finer points of the Naga peace deal as and when it's sealed. So these are some of the issues on his plate.
So you heard, Shagnik, that Mr. Mehrishi will have a lot on his plate in the months to come. Thank you. Thank you for watching.